Welcome back to the Retro Union Collectors channel, and today we are taking another look at the SS-13 Megatron here. We're going to be doing a transformation guide on him today. So to go ahead and transform him from robot mode to vehicle mode, we can start off here just by folding this little gun back. You can close his toes up. This side was already kind of done. You can come down here. You can kind of pull this whole extension out here. This will click right there, and then right here it's actually a slider joint, if you see that. And you want to make sure this piece is down. This piece might pop off a lot. It's very common. So you take this piece, just kind of get it out of the way. Take his heel piece, pull that down. Then you're going to want to kind of finagle this thing until it's at the top right there and click it down. And then you just spin this whole assembly around and leave this for now. We'll do that later. So you can start doing the whole same thing over here. Pull this all out. It'll click there. It'll slide there. Push that down. Go ahead. Pull that down all the way. Wiggle that to the front. And there we go. Spin this around. And then we can take his hips here and just completely pull them out. Like so. If you can see that. Then, what we can do here, I'm actually just going to turn his legs so you can see this. What we can do up here is the back of his shoulders here. You just want to unpeg that because that's what's holding this whole back section in. You just take this whole back section out now. Fold this all out. And then extend that. There we go. So now we have clearance in here. So now we can take this gun arm here, and if you see this peg right here, or this post hole right there, it needs to go. There is a peg inside of here, right here, that it needs to plug into. Oh, it's not hit the light. So we just get in here, spin this around, and rotate this shoulder joint in until it all goes in. And then right here is where it pegs in. Right there. There we go. You can also pull this head down and pull it up like so. So now one arm is in. We can go ahead and get the other arm. So there is a post right here and a peg hole right there. Just go ahead and straighten his little fingers out. Get this into here. Make sure it's all pegged in everywhere. Put his fingers back here. And then this whole assembly on top here, this is going to be a little bit difficult to show. I'm not real sure. Here, actually, let's pull a light up here. So you see this post right here. And there is a post back here that's a little bit more difficult to see. There is a hole somewhere in the top of the arm here. I cannot see it. And right here on the cannon. That is where those go together. So you just take this whole top assembly, slide it back on that post on the inside, and then it'll all just kind of click into place if you lined it all up right. It's kind of a pain. There's really no easy way to show you this. Just kind of got to get it all to peg in. It'll work. It's easier than it sounds, but it's just kind of a pain. Once you're at this point, you can take his legs here, spin them all the way up, like so. And now this post here, or this post hole here, and these posts on the shoulder assembly here go together. And then this little flap here just kind of covers his face. Just get that all lined up. So get this, cover his face up there. Line up this post. Check it out. Come down here and we fold these down and out like so. And that will uncover these tires here. And I believe we are finished. Then you can kind of take the guns and place them however you want. But that is Megatron now in his Cybertronian tank mode. So again, not too complicated, just kind of finagly, if that's a word. But now to get him back into his robot mode here, it's a bit simpler. You just kind of pull these out. So that's his legs. So now you can kind of take these pieces, fold them back in. There is a tab right here that will go in a hole right there. Kind of tab those all back in. And that broke off. That will come off very often. If it doesn't, I'm surprised. So you just rotate it here. Rotate it here. Rotate here, rotate here. Then you can come down here. And where should we start? Let's start right here. So you can kind of just lift that a little bit and then get that off to the side. These feet are really hard to actually like work with. I kind of wish they would have designed them a little bit different, but whatever. So you can come right here. Once you get the feet kind of done, there's that slider joint right here again. So just remember, slide it. And then it will slide back like so. And do the same on this side. Slide it and bring it back. Make sure this all stays in place there. Okay, and that's his legs done. And you can come up here, just kind of separate everything. There we go. That will lift forward. And then it's way easier to undo this. So you just kind of twist at the bicep and pull it, or at the shoulder and pull it out. It comes out way easier than it goes in. So we pull the sword out. Just kind of find his elbows here. It's the easiest way to just kind of spin this whole thing is find the elbows. That way you know where you're working with. Take this whole assembly here, fold that in, fold this in, and this will fit into that little crevice right there. Fold his head down. Take this whole thing here and just kind of fold it a little bit more. This will now come up to fit in roughly, just kind of, this section here goes into this little section here, but it doesn't tab into anything, it just kind of holds there. And then you take these here, if you saw that tab right here will go into this hole right here and just hold the entire assembly together there. Just kind of get his arms out of the way, piece together this section here, and then you can kind of just mess with it, do whatever you want with it at this point. Open the toes up, try not to break that off again. This piece, there we go. So you can split his toes, do whatever you want with his feet, pose them however you want. And we are back in robot mode. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's kind of a different type of video. If you enjoy these transformation guides and want to see more of these, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and have a good night.